Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is doing very well. Although we're in Mercury retrograde, I've definitely noticed the effects. However, I try my best to ignore it and just live my life. So today's pick a card reading is about connecting to your ancestors and receiving messages from them. And it's interesting because today, the whole day, I was getting um, the light and council, and I have no idea what this is supposed to mean. I mean, I know about, like the concept of light and all of that. I've seen information shared on YouTube by the spiritual community, but I've never, I mean, it's interesting. And definitely believe that people were channeling beings who are trying to help humanity, but I didn't know that there was such a thing as light on council or something like that. And that's what I got. And I felt the urge to kind of like do a reading with their assistance, I would say. However, because it's about messages from your ancestors, it's a bit like there is a connection to the history of Lyra. If you are into the starseed things, um, so yeah, this reading has a connection to that. And I think that the Lyran beings I actually have this picture of cats. Um, the Lyran beings I think are really passionate about ancestors and connecting to them, and I got this very quick channeled message: the Lyran Council, embrace your history past, remember the roots. um so yeah, there is also I've been guided to put those elephants here, so we have two of them. And elephants are known to remember things for a long time. So I think that there's this long forgotten history that we're supposed to remember, and that's why I'm gonna channel ancestral messages through the big card reading today. So if you're curious to know more about your ancestors and see what they have to say, that's the right place for you. So there are 4 piles. I have a channeled automatic writing message for each of the piles, and I kind of folded them into different shapes, I would say, like in a different way. So yeah, like pick a pile, you can pause the video, you can, I don't know, like go to my channel, watch the thumbnail or something. And see which pile you resonate most with, and let's begin. So, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing well. Let's see what messages you have from your ancestors. So, first I'll be reading the automatic writing. It's a soul to wound, the one you're healing. Care services, children, teacher. I did some doodles, like I just did that. Signing contracts. Yeah, now I get why I did that. So I channeled this in some sort of like lyrics, but it's not from a real song. It just, because I like to sing, I channel oftentimes through creating my own lyrics. So yeah, that was the message. It's a soul you want, the one you're healing. So perhaps right now you're really going through the healing process, and your ancestors want you to know that whatever you're healing right now, whatever you're working on right now, I think it's passed down through your DNA. I think it's ancestral karma. It's part of your lineage karma, and you, as the brave soul that you are, came here to heal that, shift it, and work on it, because I think that in the past your ancestors weren't able to do it. So care services, children, teacher. Yeah, I saw somebody teaching kids, taking care of kids or taking care of people, like in some sort of way. Also, you're gonna be signing a contract, and I think that that's mostly business related, or you're buying a house or something like that. Oh my god, my heart skipped a beat. I think that, yeah, many of you will be buying a new house, signing contracts around the house. So that's your message. Let's look at the oracle cards. Okay, we have healing, cleansing. This card represents both. I love it. Independence. You may be buying a house of your own, like moving into a different city, or just a different home, and that's why you're gonna be signing contracts. It's time to cleanse yourself from the toxin. It's time to cleanse yourself from the toxins from your soul and your body. So yeah, you're going on a spiritual diet. That's what I'm hearing, like a spiritual diet. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Maybe you're meditating more, maybe you're doing breathing techniques, maybe you're eating less meat or more, just like more veggies. I don't know, but a spiritual diet. A diet for the soul, that's very important. Reign of abundance. Priorities. Okay. I would say that right now, you're really working on, in a way, you're working on your coins. You're working on becoming independent, and alongside with that, you're healing. So, how is that connected to your ancestors? Oh, we have an elephant right here. This is so beautiful. I love it. Okay, I love that. And we have the cats. And that's actually, I think even in English it's called Bastet, the cat goddess from Egyptian culture. Actually, there is this story about the castle of King Solomon. So you're definitely building a castle, metaphorically speaking. You're definitely building a home, building a house, building a business, buying a home or house, or even investing in a business. Like it doesn't need to be your own business, but you're investing your money into something that you expect to grow, but mostly you're investing the money in yourself. Your ancestors really want you to become independent. You need that in order to I think that's a part of the karma, becoming independent, building your own thing, not restricting yourself as well. Maybe you're coming from a lineage that has faced poverty, and you are supposed to break the cycle. You're supposed to break like karmic patterns of the mindset around money. It's like you're resolving that, is what I'm getting. It's about it's about you being able to take care of other people. Yeah, like not others taking care of you. I think that very in your very distant past, very far away into the past of your family lineage, I think some people have been slaves, or something like that. I think that some of you are fasting, or you want to fast, or if you feel like guided, definitely do it, because fasting is going to unlock memories of that, and also it's going to trigger your soul's DNA, like all of the potentials, of receiving the abundance, all of the potential that you have within to overcome the challenges around abundance. Really, it's around money and safety and security. Okay, Six of Wands, so that's success in career. That's kind of being in the public eye. So maybe you're opening a business because she is standing in the light here, and I love that. We have a lot of feminine energy, so strong feminine energy here. So like maybe you're a female who wants to prove that you don't need a man to take care of you. That's also ancestral. I want to look at this card closer. Someone made a wish. Someone literally like made a wish. Open up your arms to opportunities in your hands. All of them have their hands like that, like open, like almost like welcoming something. She is giving, but there's something about the hands. Some of you are healers. Some of you are healers, and you can control the energy through with your hands, like maybe Reiki, or you should benefit from a Reiki healer. But it's about like almost like becoming receptive, independent, but also receptive. Like you don't need to do it all on your own. So like if somebody helps you, but it shouldn't be someone from the family is what I'm getting. I think that independence here is about receiving help, but from like, I don't know, like clients, or open yourself up to different possibilities. Maybe you're stuck on one idea of what you're supposed to do as career wise, how you're supposed to manifest your abundance, and there are other opportunities as well. The Tower. Okay. Enlightenment. You're definitely moving houses, because look at that. I mean, this house here is collapsing. I want to make sure that the camera is still filming. Yes, we are still rolling. I love it. We have birds twice, cats, and elephants. So you need to use some agility, being very flexible with your time, with your resources, with how you organize your priorities. Really, now is not the time to procrastinate. Although it's Mercury retrograde, oh my god, now I get it. Okay, be careful when you're signing contracts. Someone may try to present themselves in a way that will turn out differently after Mercury goes out of retrograde. So be careful. I don't suggest, you can look up houses, but I don't suggest you buy one now, because you may lose it later, or if it's like investing in business, you can do the research. Right now it's really good to do the research and the organization, but do not sign contracts, do not take final decisions. The Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups here as well. That's about the cleansing, the healing. That's also abundance, by the way, and it's emotionally satisfying abundance. So you're gonna be doing something emotionally satisfying that you're going to make money out of. Nine of Cups. Yeah, same thing, confirmed. And Three of Cups. You gotta work with people. Okay, some of you, the ancestral karma is like being very hardworking, and you're not really supposed to do that. I feel like many of you burn out pretty easily, pretty quickly. You're supposed to split the tasks between in a team, between a couple of people, allow people to help you out. Don't hold yourself back from asking for help, actually. Yeah. And you're still gonna gain independence, but I think that the most important thing here is being independent from your family, but still working in a team when it comes to your business, when it comes to work. But a dream is coming true. Like, I think that you've already invested time and efforts into something and it's gonna pay off. Um, but drinking lots of water is important right now. Um, Talk to your water, like say things like I love you, hug it, hug the glass, something like that, like literally, because water holds memory and holds vibration, and you can make it into you can turn it into a cleansing water, like healing water, by just speaking to it. Your soul is speaking your desires into existence. I'm trying to pick up on messages from your ancestors. Okay, so you may be connected to the um, Asian continent in a sense, and I mean like the west part of the Asian continent, which would imply Egypt, India, um, and yeah, like that's what I'm getting the most. So you could have ancestors from there. And you could very likely be a light on starseed if you resonate with starseeds. Atlantis is coming through. Okay, so you need to have more confidence in your abilities. Whatever the skill, like artistic, spiritual, scientific skills, even, you have some sort of talent, some sort of ability. Some of your healers, some of you could be like psychics, but mostly if you're into spirituality, it would be healing, and also children, working with children. But some of you are writers, and you could be writing books about kids. And there is karma around embracing your gifts and talents and accepting them and believing in them. Because many of your ancestors did not. And that's a wound that formed. And it's a salty wound, the one you're healing. It's a salty one, and I feel like your family is the most discouraging when it comes to when you try to share your ideas with them, like what you want to do, they might be very discouraging, so please don't listen. You're supposed to become an independent individual when it comes to your family relatives, but still you're gonna be working with people, you're gonna be helping people. I feel like you're gonna having like you're gonna talk to clients personally, like you're gonna work personally with each individual. But your ancestors are telling you to embrace your gifts and to do something that even when people don't believe in you, do it. Prioritize yourself and your dreams. Prioritize your dreams. And that's when you're gonna receive this abundance. You guys, like whatever you want to do, it's gonna be so profitable, like it's gonna bring you so much money. And like spiritual people say that money isn't very important, or like we tend to sometimes say that, but you are supposed to make money because it's part of the healing process, to prove to yourself that you can do it on your own, like not following other members' path, career, and not following people's advices. But I feel like you have opportunities, and I feel like you're gonna be receiving messages about signing contracts and stuff like that. But please wait for Mercury retrograde to pass, because I really think that you don't want this tower moment, right? Well, you're kind of gonna have it though. I mean, the tower moment is like part of you liberating yourself from your home, literally leaving your home. There's just really focus on you. Stop being a people pleaser. It's time that you heal yourself, not others. And that's what your ancestors wanted to say. That's all I'm getting for pile number 1. I hope this resonated and helped some of you out there. If it did, if you resonated with the messages, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel if you think that you resonate with me as a reader. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Group 2, let's start with your reading. Let's not waste time. That's your automatic writing message. Oh yeah. Okay, so we begin from here. So I was trying to get the messages, and the first thing I did was draw this square around the paper, and I said boundaries, and then I started to turn the paper around, so it's like boundaries in the box. Some of you need to free themselves from the box. Liberation, yes. Follow the guidance, and 777 could be an angelic number that you're seeing lately. So follow the guidance. I think that you're receiving messages, but you're kind of ignorant to it. You're very tunneled vision, and you should open up yourself to more possibilities. Also, a channeled message for you guys is you're giving too much of yourself to people who don't deserve it, and to people who don't notice, appreciate it, who don't give back anything to you. True love. Oh wow. Transformation. Wow, you guys. That's beautiful. Right? Listen. Yes, you're definitely getting guidance. So listen to the guidance. Okay, so the root chakra is really coming through right now. Some of you are in separation with your divine counterpart, and you're both going through a spiritual awakening. You're both going through spiritual metamorphosis and transformation, and that's beautiful. You have the butterfly as a spirit guide, like spirit animal, actually. Oh. Also, some of you, you're manifesting your true love, and together, like, I think that together you're gonna be healing this ancestral, karma and stuff. There's connection to Asia, and I'm talking like China, Japan, but especially China. I want to look at the tarot cards. Okay, so Princess of Wands. Yeah, passion. You're passionate about something. So, in true love is not always a person, so it could be something that you do. Finding your true passion, it could be around writing, and because we have listening, maybe you're writing music, maybe you're um, writing lyrics. Okay, Knight of Swords. Beautiful. That's about communication. You're supposed to express yourself. New beginnings with the Judgment card. New you. Oh my god, yes. Princess of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. So, you guys, it's time that you turn your hobby into your job, into your career. You're kind of similar to group number one, I would say. Um, Third eye awakening. You're supposed to communicate information through some sort of artistic expression, um, or just writing something about communication. You could have strong Gemini placements or Sagittarius placements. There is spirituality and communication in this. So, as your sisters want you to know that you are gonna overcome a lot of restrictions and boundaries, and you're gonna break a lot of stereotypes running in your family, in your lineage, but also you're awakening to, you're allowing your family to wake up. Some of you, like your family members, are waking up because of you spiritually, or they're changing in a positive direction. You carry wisdom from ancient Egypt, probably, and you should communicate it. So I think that your speaking skills, your communication skills are very important to develop. Maybe you're supposed to learn a different language. Maybe you're supposed to be a teacher. But you're passionate about something, you need to talk about it more. Your ancestors want you to know that you're doing a good job. Even if you're not noticing, you have a lot of progress. Actually, you've unlocked a higher consciousness, and you're bringing in a lot of higher consciousness. And actually, some of you are relieving things that your ancestors lived through, that they have been through, and you're living them in a different way. So you're changing the karma, you're changing the pattern. And especially in love. I think that maybe your parents are divorced, or if you're a parent, you divorced with your spouse or something like this. There's just something around love that you're transforming here. You're healing your heart and throat chakra the most. Yeah, because you're supposed to speak from the heart. There's also a lot of red. So, the root. Well, the chakras are all connected, but some of you have some trauma around giving birth. And something is holding you back to love passionately, actually. You'll be giving birth to a very special child. Some of you need to focus on self-love more. You're supposed to learn to love yourself. There is this fear of rejection, almost. The feminine has suffered a lot. Females in your family, they have suffered a lot. And it's time you stand up for yourself. It's time you speak your truth. You have a gift to give to the world. And it's time you embrace it. You're a very loving person. You have a lot of love inside. That's healing. Many of you may have the ability to sing as well. I think that just by you going through a spiritual awakening, you're gonna heal a lot of stuff for your ancestors. And you're gonna integrate many of their gifts and talents into you. And most likely, actually, you are an ancestor of yours, like blood ancestor of yours, reincarnated again in the same family lineage. So yeah, that's important. I think that you should show off your abilities more. You're supposed to be recognized for them, so don't hold back. That's all I'm getting for you, honestly. Mercury makes it a bit hard to channel. Sometimes it's flowing. The information is just flowing, and other times it's just not. But I still hope it resonated, and if it did, please make sure to subscribe and leave a like. File number 3, welcome to your reading. So let's dive deep into the messages from your ancestors. The tree of life, and I wrote the tree as, like the growing tree, and also tree as the number. So tree of life would be, from the Kabbalah philosophy, but also the number 3 is mind, body, and spirit to me. And I wrote catcalling and then institutions, and I think that some of you have been sexually abused, or you felt that way, or you feel like you need to look sexy to be attractive and appealing and to be appreciated and loved, something about this. Sensitivity, reciprocity. Okay, mothers, the trauma with the mother. Maybe your mother abandoned you, maybe your mother told you that you're ugly, or I don't know, like something like that. Or your mother has been through sexual abuse or abuse. Okay, drink more water. That's very straightforward, isn't it? Don't dramatize. Again, very straightforward. I love it. It's funny how we received cats in each pile. I think that the Lyran console or the Lyran beings are really with us. You're a smart girl. I really think that you're a girl. And if you're not, your mom is very wise, or you're gonna date a very wise woman. But I'm picking up on a very wise, empathic, feminine energy here. Very brave. Someone here is supposed to fight for female rights. And females not being treated as a sexual object. If you have like troubles with your body image or something like that, I want to tell that you're freaking gorgeous and I think you're super hot. And I don't know where those I mean, I understand how this could become a problem, but I think that for those of you who are struggling with body image, I just want to tell you that people never see you the way you see yourself. People literally feel like you are so attractive, and people, I don't want to say that, but sometimes if you're a girl, other girls feel threatened or something like that because you're hot, like sexy. And there is fear around embracing your sexuality, actually. The Sun card, another Leo card. Ace of Wands, fire energy, okay. Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and Ten of Swords. Wow. I think that many of you are not even speaking to your family. There was a huge fight or something between, like, I don't know, like your parents or you and your relatives, and you just pulled away. Maybe a parent died and you didn't take it very well. And you're still experiencing the consequences of the stress you've been through because of your family. I think that many of you just don't really like your family and where you're coming from. I think that your family made you do things that you didn't want to do. But let me tell you, you're shining so bright and you're there is witchcraft that I'm picking up on here. So I think that you have ancestors that were witches and they were literally killed or even burned because of that. And you're afraid to embrace your psychic abilities. Oh yes. You're afraid of the it's attractive, but at the same time you're fearful around occultism and things like that. But you're very strong, and you should empower yourself. You're very strong. You have very strong feminine energy, and the feminine energy is the psychic energy. The masculine is the physical world. The feminine is the spiritual world, and they need each other. Yes, they do. But you're just embodying. You just need to embrace your feminine side, no matter what gender you are. You could be a male, and you still could be a witch, and you're supposed to embrace your feminine psychic self. You're awakening to your abilities, really. Maybe you live in a neighborhood where there is a lot of catcalling and you hate that. It's triggering. Um, who? Catcalling could be literally you being called to buy a cat or loving a cat so much because we have it here. We have this, I think that's a leopard. I think that's what you call them. Institutions. The church or something. Maybe a religion was forced upon you. Was forced upon you. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe religion. Whoa, some of you, okay, some of you, some of your ancestors were literally killed, sacrificed for religious rituals, that are kind of a bit going into, the dark stuff. I don't want to even say the word. But yeah, like your ancestors, especially the females, their sexuality has been satanized. I'm gonna say it. Satanized. And that's huge, you guys. And you should learn more. Oh my god. Actually, the Nine of Pentacles, really, really reminds me of the Kabbalah tree, the tree of life. And we have it here, so like, you should research more about the past, like, where are your ancestors coming from? Maybe you should do a family tree or something to follow back to your roots. But you're waking up to your spirituality, to your divine consciousness, and it's locked because of that, because you've been traumatized. Your ancestors have been traumatized. You're supposed to listen to your intuition, to respect your intuition. Like, if you feel like someone isn't good for you, some place isn't good for you, some works, people, or situation, leave it immediately. You're supposed to become your own authority. But yeah, I can just really feel and like see your ancestors, and especially the females. I would even say only the females being literally sacrificed, or being viewed as sacrificed for rituals, or being viewed as part of a cult, of an esoteric dark cult, and they've been like alienated, like they were forced to leave the towns, the cities, and it wasn't easy for them. Some of you have a spiritual a kundalini awakening, like your spiritual abilities will kick in very hot and very quick, and you have to adapt to a brand new life. I think that spirituality will be a very huge focus in your life, because you're supposed to use it to show the world that it's not dangerous, but you're also supposed to explore it. And I'm not saying don't do dark magic or stuff like that, but I'm saying that you're supposed to learn more and be aware. I think that some of you, if you're already trying to do, like, I don't know, like spells, manifestation, channeling, learning, connecting to spirit, you should really I don't want to evoke like fear, but you should really just pay attention and learn, educate yourself before you do anything like that. Because the bad stuff you've been associated with in the past, like your ancestors, and the rituals they've been put through, left almost like a portal, and it's very easy for certain beings to reach you. So you're supposed to protect your energy at all cost. That's very important. Be courageous, stand your ground, stand your power. Wow, I think that this pile you have a very important mission. You're also supposed to show humanity that we should go back to the natural ways. We should lean more to the natural ways of living, to the holistic ways of living. That's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you resonated. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and you can check out my other videos with pick a card readings. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. So I'm gonna dive right into the reading, into the messages. So October is gonna be an important month, especially October 5th or 5th as a date, or maybe your life path 5, something like that. Life path number 5. So I channeled a pretty specific message here. Don't let him in. Don't let him in. A friend misses you. You think of someone you haven't spoken to for a long time. You're gonna meet somebody who reminds you of that person. Okay. Take whatever resonates, leave the rest. Let's look at the cards. Expect a miracle. Oh my god. Someone is definitely coming back from the past, you guys. Boundaries. And you're supposed to cut them off, and that's a very karmic situation, and it's not even necessarily connected to your ancestors, but your ancestors are telling you that's gonna be a mistake. You're gonna deprive, you're gonna stunt your growth if you let this person back into your life. So don't. It could be someone you have a child with. It could be someone who you knew as a child, like childhood friend. Express yourself artistically. I love that. Positive change. I love that. Yay. Okay, let's look at the tarot cards. 5 of Swords. Yeah, someone is trying to get back into your life with their promises, with their they're gonna fail you again. They're gonna let you down again. So please don't. If someone from the past comes with all the promises like I'm gonna change, I've changed positively, don't believe it. Don't buy into that shit. I'm telling you, it's just not real, and that's Mercury playing tricks on you. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Literally, look at her. She's surrounded by those thorns. She is protected. So boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to people who try to take away from your time and energy. 8 of Wands? Yeah, 8 of Wands. So quick communication. That's Mercury in Sagittarius. Well, this again could be like somebody trying to literally break into your space. It's so funny, like communication, protection, isolation. Communication, protection, isolation. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and look at him. He's holding a shield, and he's like protecting himself from the outside world. He's hiding almost. And then we have Knight of Wands. Oh my god. Your energy is shifting. And someone is coming from the past to hold you back down, but you're supposed to keep going, and you have this artistic talent, and you should open an Instagram account if that's what you've been thinking about, and you should start your business. Oh yes, and you should change your life in a positive direction, and you're already doing it, and you're seeing the manifestation coming, and a miracle is about to happen. Your life is about to turn around dramatically, and it's gonna be a beautiful change. It's gonna be exciting, like almost anxiety and excitement are gonna mix together, but someone from the past is coming, trying to pull you down. Even like, I think that's for some of you, it's not someone from the past, it's your past version. So leave your past version in the past and just move on. That's a very strong message right here. Okay, I'm trying to see what else I'm getting. All of your angels, all of your ancestors, they're all around you. You're so protected right now. There's a lot of angelic, especially activity around you. So you may see like flashlights, sparkles in the air, something like that. It's your angels, it's your guides. Okay, yeah. So some of you, for those of you who are struggling with a past version of yourself, like trying to liberate yourself from who you used to be, you're supposed to leave your comfort zone. Your ancestors are really like highlighting this message for you. Leave your comfort zone. Express yourself, especially artistically. Express yourself. Like you have this fear around not being like a good artist or not being good enough in what you do, or like your craft sucks, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. And your life is about to pick up, to escalate into a positive direction, but you gotta take some action. Like, you really do. And I feel like Mercury retrograde will bring a lot of creativity to you, which is interesting. But you're gonna only able to use it later, like in March and April. And then we have October. October is when I know it's far in the future, but it's when you're gonna really see the manifestation of this, like the positive change. Like, it's gonna happen and it's gonna keep happening, but you're gonna finally realize how far you've gone, how far you've come with this positive change around October. And also, this person from the past could be born in October, on October 5th or something. That could be your birth date as well. I'm hearing that somebody is supposed to enjoy the simplicity of life. Things are not always so complicated. But you're definitely giving birth to a creative project. Some of you feel like your connection to spirit has been blocked, but that's not gonna last long, and that's not true. You're never blocked from spirit. The only thing that blocks you from spirit is you. It's your belief system. It's your beliefs about it. I think that you're gonna fall in love very soon. Your ancestors are telling me that you're gonna meet the one and it's gonna be like love from first sight. I'm getting twin flame. Whoa. But it's not this person from the past, it's somebody new. This person from the past is not your twin flame. No. Someone new. Someone brand new. You've been through weird relationships because you had to learn how to set boundaries. That's part of your karmic ancestral lessons, how to set boundaries. a balanced diet is important for you right now to feel good, you know? You're gonna feel so much better if you eat like less junk food. I'm trying to see what else I'm getting. Some of you are working like with touch screen, but I don't mean your phone or your tablet. Some of you might be digital artists. That's very specific, like very specific, or might be interested in that. And some of you, I'm getting like science, and I'm getting an office job where you work behind a computer and you're always typing things, and I'm getting like science where you're observing like research data and also like doing chemical equations, things like that. And that's very weird and specific, and I don't know who would resonate with this. Okay, you're a messenger. And that's weird, but you're a messenger. You may struggle to express yourself, and that's gonna change. You have a message to communicate to the world. Your ancestors are telling you to... I'm getting that like somebody out there is learning communication, and this could be literally taking a course in communication, some sort of audio visual communication, I don't know, some sort of communication. But yeah, you're meeting someone very soon, and they may be from a different culture, but they're definitely your twin flame, and it's gonna be love from first sight, and I love that. Well, those are your messages. I hope you resonated with them. And if you did, you can like and subscribe, and you can comment in the section below which part of the reading resonated the most, which part you picked, and you can suggest reading topics. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.